Well, Series 2 is coming to a close, Andy. We've done about 2,000 miles. I spent a lot of time with you. I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to miss you. Your harshness.
I think we've spent enough time together for the next year, Matt, haven't we? It's been challenging at times, but my God, it's been fun as well.
We've gone the wrong way, we've got things wrong, but I don't think we've got one wrong here in ending with this venue.
Well, I've just brought you to a farm, Matt. It's just a farm, Bradmoor Farm, you know, country lanes and middle of nowhere pretty much. What are you expecting?
Well, I've had a look round, I've seen a chiro, you can get your hair done, you can go to the gym, things you've probably not done for many years. But I know something you have been doing. You've been playing a little bit of darts, and I think you're going to get a game in here without problems.
I think so, and we have to say at this stage, the most recommended venue of any we've been to, the most emails about this place. High expectations.
I can see why. I've made a mistake. I've got it wrong. I gave a 10 out of 10 before for access to play. And when you come here, you've always said leave a little bit of room.
How many times have I said just leave that 1 point at the top?
32 boards, and they're extending it to put more.
They're talking about putting more in. 32 boards in an unassuming farm in the middle of Aylesbury. I'm blown away. I am absolutely blown away.
You've gave a 10 for 12 or 14 boards. This doubles it. I almost want to go back through the series and revise the 10, because this is a 10. So how can that be a 10?
Yeah, it's absolutely a 10. Harsh Andy has nothing to say other than 32 boards. How are you ever going to walk in and not have access to play?
Harsh Andy's got nothing else to say. That means that this is perfect.
This is going to be tricky. We're on a large raised oche here. I can't get direct to the floor, so here's how I'm going to do it, Matt. I'm going to measure down to the top of the oche and then measure the height of the oche. That'll give us, is it the 5'8"?
Yep.
Now, there's no way I can do the diagonal. It just, I'd be totally guessing. However, from the face of the board to the end is 7'9 1/4, yeah? So we can definitely do that one. So that's what we're going to do.
You learnt it since the first time when you got it wrong in Clacton.
I need to use the other side of the tape because I don't know whether it's short or not. You need to help me here for once.
That's straight, yeah.
Okay, 64.5. Right, okay. Now what I'm going to do
Get on Google and try and convert the numbers so you know what it means.
I need you to put that hole through that point there.
Just laid it down.
Just do as you're told for once, Edgar. Just for once.
It doesn't have feet on it, does it?
Yeah, of course it does. It's absolutely perfect. However, I need to do the height again because I've forgotten how many it was.
It's been a long week.
Yeah, okay, I've got that. That's all right. You just pull it out now and I can use this for the rest. It's killing my knees. I don't know why I always get these jobs. Oh my word. Oh my word. It's absolutely perfect. Perfect, Matt.
I've walked off for some reason.
Oh, here he is again. Thanks for coming back, Matt. Yeah, we're doing a Rate My Oche, you know, today. Yeah. It's a 10 for measurements. Definitely had some wear, this one. I know they've got match boards. They've got 32 match boards, one for every single board, but that's not what we review. We review the one in front of us. Over to you.
Yes, we're looking at this one. It's hard to pick one out of the 32, so I do consider all of them as a factor. Because there's 32, you cannot go lower than a 7.
I'm afraid I can.
No.
And I'm going to tell you why. This is Series 2. Everything's gone up a level, and we have marked every venue fairly. We've gone, what is the board in front of us right now? If we give that 7, all the places that we gave lower than that had better boards, it's not fair. It gets a 5, Matt.
No, that's
every
not a 5.
treble has been used.
No.
That's a 5 all day long.
No. Yes, we're doing this one, but in Series 2 we do consider the room.
7 is too high. I'll let you give the final score, but I know I'm not going to agree with it. I think
7.
Get in the comments who was right. Was it a 5, Andy, or was it a 7, Matt? It's getting a 7.
7.
He's lost his mind.
What's wrong with this one then, Andy? Is it too wide? Is it got too many lights on and it's reflecting on your shoes or something?
It's a solid built Oche, purpose built that's going nowhere. They've even thought to rubber top it. So carpet wears down and gets a bit grubby. This can be, you know, I guess can be mopped off, make it look absolutely mint. You're not going to slip on here.
Another thing that's going to do is that's going to protect your darts as well. Because a lot of the time when they build these, they're hard and fixed.
Brilliant. Going to land on rubber, no problem.
Damage the points.
Yeah.
No, this is going to soften the blow when your dart bounces out.
32 boards. They've all got fixed Oches.
With lights.
Incredible.
Go
There
on,
is
mark that
no
down. Go on.
physical way you could ever have a better Oche. We cannot find a better Oche than this. Therefore, it's a 9. Of course, it's a 10. It's a 10. It's a 10.
We focus on more than just the light on around the board. It's a ring light, fine, job done, tick, no shadowing, sorted. Something you've been asking for all series is a light near where you throw.
Where you throw.
And actually, there is a light exactly near where you throw. It's light, it's bright.
Yeah.
A bit of ambiance. Now, there's
Is
no
there
neon,
any?
but
No.
we do have lights around the Oche.
We do.
So, can you, seeing that you're on one today, find anything to pull down lighting?
I've said it before. It's a light ring. We love them. Lots of companies do them. No shadow. We love that.
Yep.
We've wanted a light above the Oche.
Tick.
We've got it.
Yep.
I've wanted lights around the Oche, but this series, you've gone on about ambience. Aladdin's Cave for some reason. It's probably one of them as well.
Nice ambience in here. The ambience.
This hasn't got any ambience. This is a sports venue, a bustling, amazing place. Very bright. Now, we might be being unbelievably hypercritical here. I can't give this a 10 because we may well go somewhere that's got 32 boards, all the lights, and the ambience is better. And then what would you be saying to me? Oh, we shouldn't have given that other place 10. So therefore it has to be a 9.
Well, what a first half for Bradmoor Farm. Man, I absolutely love this place. And that's a massive 46 points in the first 5 categories. Can they keep it going in part 2 and take the title of the best venue in Rate My Oche Series 2?
Well, where do we start?
Could we have a game? That's the first thing we always start with. Could we have a game?
We could.
Okay.
We could have, I mean, that could go here. Flights are different. Stems are different. The brass.
Yeah.
This is a common problem.
It is.
We talked about it all series. People stealing things.
I think there's a simple
It's
solution, though.
Done it to themselves.
You know, I've been places now where they have this thing behind the bar and you just give a card and they put your card securely, safely in a thing and then you get your tungsten darts. Now, you're not going to leave here with a set of darts leaving your credit card. There has to be a way. We can't keep going to phenomenal venues that have crap house darts.
But then are we putting more jobs on the staff in what might be a busy venue already?
Is that encouraging people to play
is there
darts?
data protection possibly? Do it if they're holding your card?
Okay, that was an example. There has to be another way. You can go and play pool now. I think you give a $5 or something to borrow the cues. If you pick them darts up for the first time today, they're probably about 8 gram. You're not going to, you're not going to be able to throw them. Is that going to encourage you to play darts? No, you're going to think, that's not for me, that game. I'll stick to pool. So this is a problem and it's got to be fixed.
To me, amazing place. But this is like buying a Ferrari and putting some micro wheels on it. It's a 3.
Wow.
There's nothing wrong with what we've got here. We've got a scoreboard, everything we need. It's all here. We can mark a game, we can play a game, it's a good size, but I know what you're going to say.
I'm going to say, are the lids off? Do the pens work, Matt?
They don't, and it does actually say, use it or lose it. Please replace pen lid after use. People haven't. Facilities-wise there, the people are not looking after this. And by people, I mean the players aren't respecting.
That whiteboard has seen a better day.
Let me guess, there's no scorers, no
Where's
tablet,
the electronic scorer?
Where's the TV?
Where's the TV?
You've got a chalkboard.
Where's the iPad? You
You could
can't
chalk
write.
on that.
You cannot write on there, Matt.
It's a
That's-
chalkboard.
You can't write on
Show
there.
me
Not
where it
unless
says.
you want.
Show me where it says "Do not write."
First
on
of
the
all, it's
chalkboard.
too close to the board if you're going to write on there. So you can forget
Could
that.
write here.
That you
Could use
cannot
this.
write on there
I could do
without
it here,
getting
look.
thrown out.
Where
So
does it say that?
we have a whiteboard in poor condition, marker pens that don't work, and we've got no other way of marking. So right now, what?
Chalkboard.
Well, where's the chalk? Right, so we've got no chalk for the imaginary chalkboard
It's
that
there,
you've just
look, the
made.
chalkboard.
We've got no pens, so I've now got to go to the bar and get some. The whiteboard's seen a better day. There's no electronic, there's no TV, there's no iPad. So you tell me how this gets more than 2.
No.
Well, how does it get more than 2?
No.
A 0 is there isn't a scoreboard. A 1 is there is, but you can't really use it. We can't use these.
It's functional. It's
And it's
you could
the
do
only scoreboard. We've had
it's a
venues with 3
it's a
different
minimum-
scoreboards that have got
minimum
5s and
4.
6s.
That's a minimum 4.
Don't be ridiculous. So just an old crappy whiteboard on the wall with marker pens that don't work is a 4.
Could we mark a game here? Absolutely.
No,
we could.
because the marker pens don't work.
Yeah, but we could
And
get some marker pens.
And who knows whether you can
That's
see it or not.
That's not a 2.
So what is a 2?
That's at least a 4. It's
There is
functional.
no way in this world that one scoreboard...
5 is average. And that's below average.
5 is average. A chalkboard, a whiteboard, maybe an electronic, but they're in poor
Slightly below
condition.
average.
Not one option. I absolutely love the place.
2. You're going to get crucified in the comment section for this.
Tell me. I think you already know he's going to get a high mark from me because I've got to be honest, I'm absolutely loving it. It feels perfect.
Roof height, very tall.
Temperature.
Open, lighting.
Yeah, oche, nice firm oche to stand against. Everything feels like it's at a 140 with the house darts.
Yeah, they
exactly.
weigh about 7 grams.
Yes. So I mean, literally, you know, we always say throw perception. Would we want to come here? You know, is it good enough that we want to come and practice here?
There's nothing glaring, there's no reflections.
Nothing
Everything's
putting you
considered.
off.
No,
There's got to be something puts you off.
everything's
Surely.
been considered.
Really? Wow.
Just perfect in my eye, like everything, nothing. I don't know how I can mark this down, Andy. I'm sure you'll manage.
Well, I'm thinking. I'm trying to think, is there absolutely anything that I don't like? And I'm hitting a treble every single visit.
It's right and it feels right.
It just feels amazing.
Okay, if you can hit a 10, we'll give it a 10. Give it a 10.
I can't remember the last time I aimed for a single 10, but we'll have a go, eh? Treble 10. There you go. I'm that good. I hit it 3 times.
First thing I want to point out, the barriers. Now, they're glass, they're see-through. That means you can sit down in the seating area and watch the games. You've got the divide, you've got the separation, but you don't lose visibility.
Your experience of playing is like a PDC event. Nobody's going to be walking past you. You know, I mean, toilets are right down the other end, so I like that. Is this going to be the best match day experience I've ever had? Now, I'm going to say no. And the reason I'm going to say no is I've played in venues where there's only 1 or 2 boards and it's like a cauldron behind you. There's 50 people there that are all cheering you on, and it feels like you're in a mini version of the Alley Pally or a mini version of Lakeside. This doesn't feel like that. This is very open. Anybody shouting from the back, it'll echo a little bit. Is this going to be the best match day experience I've ever had? No.
I think it depends what game you're talking about, because if you're talking about a tournament, perfect. You've got place between the oche, you've got place for the marker.
You know you get distracted. If we're playing on this middle board, people can still walk here, and you're going to see them out of your corner of your eye. If that was blocked off, if this was a room...
Curtain, maybe?
Yeah, a curtain there, or this was, you know, they had a wall on that side, it had one on this side, then you would get that cauldron effect.
But they've made that consideration here. It's a very new venue still, isn't it? So I wouldn't be surprised to see that change.
I absolutely love it. I'm just conscious now that I don't want to go somewhere and go, I need to give it an 11 because it's better than what
We can't give an
Bradmoor
11.
was.
You said we're not doing 11.
Exactly. So if I can't give one in the future 11, then I can't give this 10. I have to give it 9.
I feel a bit dubious after winding you up all week about drinking this. I'm not going to lie.
I wouldn't do that. Look, facilities here. Oh my goodness, Matt. Golf simulator. How impressive is that? They weren't playing when they put that in. Hundreds of pool tables, fruit machines, toilets and mint. The bar, by the way, not just nuts and crisps and pork scratchings. Every chocolate bar you've ever seen, everything. They do food. There's a Korean street food van outside.
Massage, haircut, gym, all
accommodation as well.
Artwork's nice.
Artwork, the
Do you know
shirts.
what? If I could find one little thing, just a bit of mood lighting.
We've already marked it down. We can't mark it down again. Even harsh Andy is blown away by the facilities here, and it's a cast iron certain 10 from me. Do you agree?
I can't find a reason to disagree.
Amazing.
Well, the expression in life is save the best for last, and I think we've done that here with Series 2. This now is the bar setter. Series 3, I think, is going to struggle because we're always going to have this place in our minds.
Yeah, I mean, I've not added up the scores as we never do until the very end. I don't even know right now whether it has got the highest score, but certainly the one that's maybe excited us the most and kind of it's given us the most wows. You know, we've done some amazing venues in this series, some that have literally thought of everything, but this one it does feel another level, doesn't it?
It's got so many considerations, and it continues to, and it's growing, it's getting bigger, they're extending it. This is going to be, if it isn't already, the best darts venue in the UK. And not only that, I think this is going to be a trendsetter to what can be achieved within this sport.
If we'd have sat at home, I mean, I know we've had a lot of people saying you must come here, but I couldn't have never imagined this. Could you? A darts venue like this?
In the UK, I've seen anything like it.
No.
I've seen things abroad,
Yes.
and I do think we need to do that.
Can we find a 90+ score somewhere?
You can't. You never.
It's possible. It's possible. Today was possible. You know, slightly, better house starts. This is what half of this series is about. We've had feedback already from places that have gone, will you come back? Because we've changed things. The measurements were off, but we've remeasured and redone it. We've put up better boards. We've changed the lighting. The one that sticks out to me from Series 1, if you can remember that club, they literally a week later said, look guys, we've changed everything you told us to.
Are you saying we've made darts a better place?
It might be a little bit early for that, Matt. We've done what we can, and I think the series has been incredible.
So we've entertained, we've supported darts. Now it's your turn. Hit that subscribe button, and we will be coming back very soon with Series 3 of Rate My Oche.
Oh no, it all went wrong, didn't it? Scoreboards, house darts. If they only sorted those two categories out, this would be a massive score in the high 90s. But unfortunately, it didn't quite make it. Look, we absolutely love this place, and we make no secret of telling you that. But it's going to finish 4th in the rankings for Series 2 Bradmoor Farm. But do check it out if you're in the area. A fantastic venue and a great night out.